I'm building a temperature controller. So I have this PID controller which can be used with a K-type thermocouple, and I have this ice cream box which I cut out to do my stuff, and a K-type thermocouple, like it goes in like this. And I'm trying to have a temperature controller to boil water to a precise temperature. Let's see how this goes. So here are the components that you would need. So you would need a PID controller set. So this kind of things are available on Amazon, and three things come bundled together, but you can also buy separately. So you would need a PID temperature controller like this one, and a solid state relay like this one, and a temperature probe. K type is the easiest to use, so you would need this. You would need a multimeter. You could buy this or any other simple one would do. Just make sure to have it usable at more than 240 volts, which might come in handy in some cases. Then you would need some kind of a wire, like a connector. So the basic idea is I cut this to obtain a male and female socket, but you could also do it other ways. So just make sure that this is rated to 10 amps so that you could at least fire basic stuff with it. Then you would need an on-off switch to switch off the entire board, or switch it on. You would need some fuse holders, at least two. So make sure this is rated to 240 volts and 10 amps at least, or 16 amps even. And you would need two, one for the main power and one for driving the PID controller. And you would need some fuses. So you could buy a fuse kit like this, or you could buy whatever you need individually. And other than that, you would need electrical insulation tape and some screw connectors, or you could buy other types of terminal connectors. uh, and you would need a screwdriver. You would also need some crimp connectors and a crimper like this one. Let's try to understand the wiring and how to wire the circuit from a theoretical point of view first. So a wall socket has something like this. So it has a live wire, it has a neutral wire, and you would have a ground wire. So this is for European plugs, but it is pretty similar for other plugs in other countries. The coloring might differ a bit, so it's better to check for your country's plug when you try to do this. So in Europe, the red or the brown wire is the live wire, and blue is a neutral, and yellow green is the ground wire. So this is the diagram for the PID controller. So let's try to understand how to connect this. So the number 1 and number 2 are connected to the power. So the AC power, you can also power it with 110 volts like in the United States and Canada, or in other parts of the world with 240 volts. So at 1 you would put the live wire, and at 2 you need to put the neutral wire. The solid state relay positive and negative go to 4 and 5. You can skip the alarm bit, but you could also have a buzzer, which I don't try to do this time. And then you need to connect your thermocouple at 9 and 10. It's as simple as this actually. So let's try to understand the live hot wiring first. So hot wiring means the power from the AC. So this is how it looks like. So what we have done is this part here goes into your wall socket, and then we add a 10 amps fuse, and through it in series a switch, and then all of this comes into this terminal block. So the fuse and the switch is purely for safety. You could as well just plug everything into this terminal block, but it would not be so safe. So I recommend you to have a fuse and a switch. and then this goes into the solid state relay. So the solid state relay is essentially, what it does is it connects these two things or not connect these two things depending on the DC signals on its other ports. And then this is going to the output where you can plug in your other devices like your hot water heater or anything. And the other part of the power goes to power the relay, and we pass it through either 1 amps or 2 amps fuse. And here is how it looks like. So this is the live wire, which is the red color or the brown color wire, and then the neutral wire is wired like this. So 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 the neutral wire from the wall can go directly into the terminal block, and you would need to connect the neutral of the output like here, and the neutral of the PID controller like here. And these are all connected, so that's why we have this, but you could also put in jumper wires like I have done. So in the next part, let's see how this wiring looks like in practice. I'm explaining the wiring diagram a bit. So this is how it is, and I'm going to go step by step. So what I have done is I have cut up a extension cord and used the female and the male socket. So this can go into your wall, and it comes like from here, the hole inside this part. The yellow and green one is the ground cable, the brown is the live wire, and the blue is the neutral wire for the AC. This is the standard for Switzerland, but might vary a bit with the country. But you have to be really careful with if it is between 240 volts or it is 110 volts like in the American continent. But in this is suitable for places with 240 volts. Okay, so what happens is the live wire goes in, the brown one is the live wire, it goes into the fuse here below, which is a 10 amps fuse, and it comes out of it and goes into this one. So this is the terminal block for live, and this one is the terminal block for neutral. So all of them are actually interconnected now. So everything here is 240 volts, and there are three things coming out. One is going to this fuse here, which is 1 amps or 2 amps fuse, which is used to power the controller, and then another one is used for the relay to power this solid state relay. So this device is the solid state relay. What it does is, if it gets a pulse like a positive voltage, this will connect, and if there is no power on this will disconnect. So it's essentially like a switch, but controlled with voltages. And then I connect this wire to the mains wire, to the live wire of the output, and the neutrals are all connected together here like this, coming from the input and going in here, and the neutral of this, the power for the controller, going in here. And on the back side here we have connected the probe, the K-type thermocouple, and these are the relay outputs, and that's essentially it. Okay, so here is my final experiment for this part. So I set up my temperature controller, this box here, and it is powered with the wall socket AC current, and I was careful enough to place a couple of fuses, one for the controller and one for the power. So there are 10 amps and 2 amps, and I'm trying to boil some water at precisely 66 degrees. So I've set the temperature to 66, but the temperature is now at 68, and it will cool. So there is a temperature probe here which is inside the water, and here is the setup.